So I think the key things that you need to know about is that there are two different apps. One is going to be for the hotspot, one is going to be for the Wi-Fi. Depending on what your scenario is, you're going to download the correct app for that. Okay, so I do have my door installed. You can see that I do have the solar panel charging. That is what the red LED light is. Camera is on, Wi-Fi is on, and we're good to go. So we have it connected right here. That is a waterproof plug, and so we don't have to worry about the weather. And then I'll show you the solar panel outside. There's a little turkey right there. I did mount my solar panel facing south-southwest as best I could, and you can see underneath there, that's where that is attached, and I only used Okay, so after installing the chicken door and working with the app for a little bit, I discovered some things that I think that you need to know. All right, so today we're going to be taking a look at this automatic chicken door. This was sent to me at no charge for this review, and in this review I'm going to show you all the features of the door, and we're also going to install it and show you exactly how it works. Now this is a unique door in that it does have a camera in it, and you can also install an SD card so that you can record what's happening outside of your coop. If you're concerned about predators like raccoon or mink, all of that is going to go right to your phone, and you can watch it live, or you can go back and rewatch whatever's been recorded on there. So we're going to take a look at all that here in just a moment, but first let me talk about some of the features of the chicken door itself. Now, first off is the frame. That's the first thing I noticed, because oftentimes when we install these on our chicken coops, we tend to put a screw in there real tight because we don't want this to move anywhere. This is actually plastic. Most of these are aluminum frames. This is a plastic frame, and so you just want to be careful when you're installing your screws. Now, they do give you all the installation hardware, and it's really not a big deal. You got your coop door cut out, and then you're going to put in 6 screws to hold this up against the face of the coop door of the coop. Now, a lot of times these doors are also metal. This is a plastic door, and then they will roll up into a housing right here. However, this one does not roll up into the housing. It actually goes straight up. And so this is going to be on the outside of your coop. You can see how that is. So this is going to be secured to the face of your coop, and then the door is going to go on the outside of your coop. And so you just want to make sure that you have enough clearance for that before you install this or before you make the purchase. Now, there are obviously 2 buttons underneath here. One is going to be to open and close it, and then the other one's going to be your power button. There's also underneath here, now this is a pinch feature, okay? A pinch feature means that when it comes down, if there happens to be something in the doorway, it's going to rebound up and allow whatever animal is in there so that it doesn't get pinched. A rooster most times will be sitting right in the door keeping watch over the flock, and so it won't pinch him in there. It'll rebound up, allow him to move out. Now, underneath here we have our battery, which is a rechargeable battery, and it's going to look just like that, and you can charge it outside of the coop door. There is a USB-C charge port right there, and so you can use your phone charger to charge this. We've also got a long charging cable that we can use to charge indoors, or we can provide electric to it and charge it outdoors. It is a USB-A to your plug, and that plug is going to be right here on the outside of the coop door, which is going to be connected to the battery and always charging your battery. Now, a feature I really like about this is that it does have a solar panel. It does have all the equipment to mount the solar panel to the roof facing at south-southwest so that it absorbs as much sun as possible to charge the internal battery, and then it's going to work flawlessly. But what I would suggest is that you do charge this indoors before you take this outdoors. There is 3 LED lights. One is a Wi-Fi light, one is your camera light, and then one will be a charging light, which is red when it's charging, and then it'll go out when it's fully charged. You do also have a remote control but you can control everything from your phone as well. We're gonna show you the app indoors before we take it outdoors, just so you see how all this works. Now the remote control, it does come with a battery, which is super nice and handy to have that because it is not a AAA battery, it is a unique battery. And we're gonna call this a 23A 12 volt battery. And that is provided for you, really nice. And what we wanna do here is just make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to work. And there, we can see the door is opening. Seems like a delayed response, but regardless, it still responds. Now, this was flawless to set up. You download the app, and then you are just going to connect it to the internal Wi-Fi that this has, and it's called Door or Chicken Door. I think that the call letters are DOOR, and there's a bunch of numbers that follow after that, but it'll be the only one that's in your Wi-Fi settings that you can connect to. It's on the third row down on the left-hand side, IWFI. Okay. All right, and there we go. It shows that I am connected, and you can see I got 92% battery right now. If I push that big play button in the middle, this is what we get, is me, and you can see my microphone right up here. You can see me right in front of you. A little bit of a delay, but you're going to get that with any sort of camera system. Now on the app itself, you can see that I can record video if I had an SD card. I can take a screenshot of what's playing. I can also have two-way talk on here, or I can listen to the audio that comes through. Probably going to get a little bit of feedback here. There's that feedback that's coming. I can also turn on a microphone, so I can talk through the... There's that feedback that's coming through. If you do happen to have a predator that is in the area, we can also sound an alarm. And then from the app, I can also raise the door, stop the door and lower it, and then I can go into the settings. And in the settings, you'll notice there at the top, I can set the door to open up at any time I want it to, and I can close it at any time I want it to. I got it set for 7 a.m. and a 10 p.m. I can also configure my SD card. I can do my clock settings. I can reboot everything from my app, or I can just leave it how it is. And so everything looks good. Okay, so after installing the Chicken Door and working with the app for a little bit, I discovered some things that I think that you need to know. So first off, we're gonna get into our app, and as we do that, I want you to notice on the second row, clear to the right, you got the IWF cam, and then you've also got the IWFI. So when we did the installation yesterday, all I downloaded was the IWFI, and that is going to allow you to connect your app to the Bluetooth signal or the hotspot that is on the Chicken Door itself. If you want to connect it to your Wi-Fi and be able to use it at a longer distance, then you're going to want to download the IWF cam. Now that's what I did last night because I discovered that the hotspot was not reaching from the Coop to the house. And so I downloaded the IWF cam, connected it to my Wi-Fi, and I was able to connect to the camera on the Chicken Door from indoors. So there's a lot of neat things that is available. Okay, so some of the things on the app, we're not going to connect to the door right now simply because we're too far away from it down here in my studio. We've got concrete walls. Signal is terrible. So what we're going to do is show you some of the files that I collected last night with the night vision and this morning with day vision. So on the files, these are all the files that I recorded last night and this morning. First, I want to show you some of the night vision footage, and we'll just pick up some of that there. There's a white, that is a turkey there on that right-hand side. You can see him moving. He's laying right in front of the door. If we go back here, we can pick up all sorts of different things here. There was a nice little video I wanted to show you of there's my cat walking in there. And you got a really clear, good picture, night vision. So you're going to be able to track or be able to watch if something is getting into the coop at night. For instance, a cat, maybe a coon, a fox, coyote. There's all sorts of different predators that are going after your chickens, and with having the camera on the front of your chicken door, you're able to see everything that's going on. So that's a super nice feature, and you got good quality pictures. You can also adjust the lighting, the brightness of that light, so that you can get a darker picture or a much brighter picture. This morning I was able to pick up some, this morning I was able to watch all of the chickens right there in front of the door. Right there is a screenshot, so there is no video, it's just a screenshot that the app allowed me to take. Right here we can watch the chickens, and they're in the left hand side, that's a big old turkey, and then a rooster, and then my chickens, and then I've also got a bunch of ducks in there, and we'll show you some of that video footage as well. So there's just a ton of nice features. You've got your alarm, and you can, every time the alarm goes off, it is going to record the alarm and why it went off, what was the purpose of that, and it's going to give you a little snippet of that footage. Now the thing about the thing about this is that there's a couple of different ways that we can store our videos. You do not have to have an SD card. You can store your videos right on your phone, so you just want to make sure that you have the hard drive space on your phone to collect those videos. You can also do screen records. You can record it to your phone. You can record it to an SD card. You do all of that setup in the app itself. And I really like the idea of being able to watch the chickens go in and out, and to be able to monitor the door of your coop just in case there are predators around. So is this a door that I would recommend? It's probably one of my favorite doors. The only thing that I'd like to see different about this door is that it's all plastic. I would like to see a strong, sturdy aluminum frame and an aluminum door rather than all plastic.